This video is how to set up your snare drum to hold your sticks and get into the correct playing position for it. Because of the size of the snare drum and the camera on the computer, you're not going to see my head for most of this as I need to let you see all the screws and the parts on this drum to attach. So to begin with, we need to get the snare drum at the right height for you personally. And the easiest way to do this is to figure out where your hands need to be. So taking a stick in each hand, you want a little bit of the ends sticking out your bottom. We'll talk about this more specifically. Just drop your arms, and from the elbow, okay, so bend from the elbows up. If I turn sideways, that's about where I don't want my hands up at a 90-degree angle. I don't want them down here. I want them just up here comfortably. So that means that I need the drum right around their playing height. Okay, so this drum is a little bit low for me. I need to raise the drum to be at the height. I can play it down here, but I need it up just a little bit to be at the right spot. So to do that, there are a variety of wing nuts down here that can be used to adjust it. All you need to do is loosen one of the wing nuts and use it, try to adjust the instrument and see if that gets it to the right height for you. The bottom one on this one is just adjusting the legs. The top one is actually adjusting the height of the drum itself. And there is another one that's hidden, it's a little hard to see here, around on the side for the angle of the drum. So when I loosen that, whenever you loosen this, always make sure to hold on to the drum so it doesn't fall. It's going to allow you to tilt the drum. Typically, you want it at a little angle toward you instead of flat. Now when I stand up, I put my arms there. That's a little bit closer to where I want. I could still adjust it a little bit, but I'm just going to leave it there for the point of discussion for getting you going. Now, how to hold the sticks. The sticks need to be balanced in your hand, and what that means is there's actually a spot in the stick where it's balanced from your fingers so that it gets the recoil that it needs to. So you want to hold it just under that spot. Generally, that means you're going to have about 1 to 2 inches sticking out the end of it. You do not hold it all the way down there, and you don't hold it in the middle. You need to hold it about halfway between the middle of the stick and the bottom in both hands. Okay, your fingers wrap around the stick, and your thumb's going to go along the side. Okay, if you look at my hands, the thumbs are on the side, not on the top, because the way the wrist works, it's up and down movement here. If I move the thumb on top, now we're doing a side-to-side movement on the wrist, and that's not natural. You want the up and down movement for the wrist. So if I step back to the drum now, it's up at the right height. I've got my fingers around there. The distance from the drum to my body is the next thing we need to figure out. If you got your hands up, when you step up toward the drum, you want the sticks to drop about halfway between the center and the edge here. So I want my sticks to drop right around here, about 1/4 of the way up. So that's where I want my body to be weighed. There's about 1 foot in between me and the drum. I'm not up close because if you see, the sticks move way up high. Okay, so I want my sticks to be around that distance apart. And then they're going to be sort of at an, if I bend over, you see the sticks are at an angle. They're not straight. They're bent in because that's what my hands are doing and my arms are doing on the drum. That's all there is to the proper setup of your drum and how to hold your sticks.